We are going live. That's what we're doing. I hope you're getting the sound. I hope you are anyway. Uh, you never know. You never know if you're getting the sound or not. At least I don't know. I I have my headphones. I don't know where they are, so I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, I'm here with you, and it's been a little bit since I've done a video, and that's mainly because of a lot of problems, and I I've I got to tell you that when I was on for over 44 years or so on Comcast on Cablevision and bicycling the shows out across the country and people all over that had seen the Big T Talk and Variety Show when they see me and I was about and about with my wife or my children or whatever, and oh, Big T, how you doing? Well, I never looked at myself as a big shot, not at all. I got a running nose, and I gotta say the basic reason for me doing the show today at this time, I never, with all the time that I was on radio, TV, doing the live call ins on Comcast and then sending off the tapes, bicycling, as we call it, to other studios across the country. With the hate mail and phone calls and people because they didn't care what I had to say. And then the sly remarks by idiots. Diabetes will damage you so bad. Many people lose their feet and legs and die. Many people lose their teeth from diabetes, the sugar, and I'm one of them. And it costs a lot of money to get your choppers. And I'm doing the best I can, slow but sure. But where I was going is with all the hate and everything else, I could handle it. I never could not handle it. Because if you're gonna face me and touch me, that's a different thing. You're gonna get you're gonna get it back. You're gonna get retribution. But I've never had the pain and the sorrow that I have had since my wife passed away on the 28th of last month, 2/28, 2025. I miss her so much, my love. And the thing about my wife, Carol, she knew and understood that wacky as I am or whatever, I have had two loves in my life. And one is my ex wife, and my wife that passed away on the 28th. And she knew that. She accepted it. And the thing about it is, my first wife and my Carol were best of buds. They got along. They talked all the time, each other calling each other. But my wife went downhill the last couple of years. Just diabetes and all the problems that we were having, and smoking. Had 20% of her lung taken. Stubborn. My woman was so stubborn. She was still sneaking smoking. And I caught her and I brought it up. It's only crutch I got. But it's killing you. And then, approximately a year and a half ago, she was going out our door. We live in a mobile home. And she stepped out and she tripped and fell and broke her right femur. We got her to the hospital. They repaired the femur. And then she was recuperating and recuperating and recuperating. And then she came home. And she was recuperating and recuperating. And then she started having trouble breathing. And she had air, oxygen. And then she, with her doctor, sending her for x-rays, and then the doctor sending her to a cardiologist, she needed to have her valves, her heart valves worked on. But prior to her doing that, she fell down in the house, tripped over the oxygen hose, and broke her left hip. And one thing turned into another. Pneumonia, the heart problem, and my loving baby. We were having lunch on the 28th, and she was eating, and she was kind of uppity, but in pain, and they were giving her medication. And every one of those nurses at Stonebridge, they were wonderful, just wonderful. They are understaffed, underpaid. And the pricks that run the nursing home make more money than they deserve. But while we were having lunch, a gentleman came in and said, Carol, we got to take you down and physical therapy. I said, okay, baby, I'll see you in a few minutes. So I sat back, I'm watching the TV, and about 10 minutes went by, and the nurse came. I said, Bennett, I want to tell you, we got a situation. Your wife is very weak and tired. Well, we already knew that. I said, yes, but her heart stopped. And I literally fell apart. We got her heart started, and we'll get the ambulance coming. We're going to get her to the hospital. And I can't. I'm still partially walking from my injuries, my arthritis, my hip replacements. So I've got a powered scooter, battery powered scooter that gets me everywhere. And I pushed the button, had it on and off. I pushed her out of the way, got my car, got the ramp on the scooter on the ramp, and to the hospital, Danbury Hospital. I got there and they took me to where she was, the security guard. And there were nurses and doctors working on her. And I pushed my way in, being told I couldn't come in there. And I turned around and I was me. And I meant what I said. Get out of my way, I'll hurt you. And I held my wife's hands. I hugged her. I kissed her. I begged her to come home. But she had enough. She had enough. She said, enough is enough. Too much pain. Too much everything. And she closed her eyes. We buried her this past Saturday. And I'm having a hard time. I miss her so much. Thank God I got my boys, my sons, my daughter, my ex-wife, friends. I got friends up the yin yang, and boy, thank God, because I don't know what I would do. I get these thoughts, and I'm sure that anybody going through this, it's got to be similar. Got to be similar. Well, I thought maybe when I did this video that I'm hoping I'll start again and get into different topics and things like that to pass my time a little bit, to help pass the time. And I don't know how long I got. I mean, I'm 78. And boy, oh boy, when you're young, you're made of steel. And boy, I was. Alcoholic, drugs, you name it, biking, everything. But let me tell you how fast you slow down. It takes a while, but it goes by quick before you know it. I had 44 lovely, wonderful years with my wife. And I'll have the rest of my life with her in my heart. So with that, I will end this video now, and Lord be willing, I will be back, and we'll continue with life as it is. So with that, keep God in mind, because God is what means everything. And if you don't believe in God, shame on you. There's a lot of disbelievers. But let me tell you something. There's more proof that God exists than there is that he doesn't. May God bless all of you. May the Lord be with you. And I'm going to stop now and say, for now, adios. How's that?